Good morning. Right, I'm a little bit bleary-eyed. I can't say I'm getting much sleep. Not because of all the noise over there, of course, although telling you it doesn't help. I have got so much stuff going around my head. The video on John and Mandy channel is due out tonight, saying about my new channel, so I am incredibly nervous. It went out to Patreons last night, and we told a couple of people that it's there. And I have gone up from 64 subs to 82. Whoop, whoop. That is not me taking the mickey. This is me happy. So yeah. So today, anyway, I want to get so much stuff done with that because I want to sleep in it. One of the things that's freaking me out is the fact that John and I will be sharing the only place to sleep, whereas at the moment there's Bumble and John's van. Only for a short while. And I'm just like, it's all right, we'll just go to IKEA and put the bed in. And then John's just like, yeah, we need to put a skylight in, we need to do the wiring in the ceiling, we need to do lots of other things that we need to get to that back bit for before I put a bed in. Because I'm thinking bed, extension cable, heater, toilet, separating toilet, whatever I've got going, bucket. And then I've got some space just to take the pressure out of my head. But yes, it's taking off the boarding and sorting out insulation morning this morning. So let's get at it. So here's the things. Stolen John's new little toolkit because it's brilliant. Spray glue, kill mat, recycle bottle, and a van with carpeted walls and things to go at. So yes, so my job is to take these off, thankfully. Got some nice colour-coded black screws on there without caps on, so it should make it easy. And then I can see what's going on in there. I mean, you can already see bits of insulation. And when I took that box off, there was a gap underneath. And you could see at the bottom bit anyway, there was two layers of 25mm king span in there. So at least the bottom part's got the double, which is just what John's done. Hopefully it's going to be a similar thing. We can see in the gaps because there's a gap here. So we can have a peek in there and we can see that there's also a king span up there. So I've kind of looked out a little bit by finding something that's already done. Whether it makes it faster or not, I don't know, because obviously I've got to take things off before I put it back on. But then surely that's going to be better than having to cut all of the boarding. There's still some fettling like this here. There seems to be an overlap to that bit and it's not fixed. I know a screw will fix that. I'm not too bothered because I'm going to have cupboards going all the way over there. I don't know whether you've seen this as well though. It's got the H1 doors on it. John didn't even notice. It's the same as Bumble. So I keep ducking to get in just because I do. And then John's just like, what's wrong? And I'm like, cupboard space. So now I can have cupboards over the doors. Whereas if they were full height doors, I couldn't do it. So, you know, all the storage for all the extra tat has been sorted. So yes, so I actually can't wait. These, I'm going to try and get some more black carpet. This is really good quality stuff though. So to get it to match, I might have to just go contrasting thing. So I'm obviously going to take them off, check what's underneath it, and then I'm going to cover that as well. I'm going to sew myself because I've got some of the marine press studs where you screw one side into the board and then it's got like a little thing that you whack through fabric. I have got so much fabric, but then I can also buy some more. And I'm going to do a strip that goes down here because obviously my bed's going to be right at the back, just to make sure that that's sealed off nicely. And I'm probably going to do something similar for John's as well. I'm so excited to have my sewing machine. I just keep thinking. So my first thing is where am I gonna put all my tat? So I'm building a van, and the first thing I've done is figure out which doorknobs I'm having, which fairy lights I want, and also how I'm going to store my tat, because I like collecting pins and badges and things. So here, there's obviously going to be cupboards to here, maybe a little bit lower, and then my bed's going to come up to about there. So I'm going to have this bit in the middle, So I'm going to make myself a pin board that I'm going to screw on there, and I'm going to use all the remnants of fat quarters that I've got, because I must have gone through an antique-y kind of thing when I was buying it. So there's lots of little floral patterns. So I'm going to make a patchwork, and then I'm going to put crisscross ribbon over it so I can slide things in, but then I can also put my pins in, and that's going to go all the way across there. Easily removable if I change vans or if I need to get rid. But then that I'm going to use some of this to pad it out. Some of the old plywood that we've got lying around that doesn't look best and you don't really want to show it off at all, so that can be covered nicely to make it substantial, but it's only 2.5 mil, so it's not going to be massively weighty. So yeah, I've got all those ideas. I still have no idea what to do with the electrics. John's got ideas, and we know where the diesel heater's going, and we're looking at roof bars and solar panels at the moment. So yeah, I've just got to choose my flooring. So flooring is next once I've done all this insulation. All the things. So I'm just going to go let my head explode, and I'll catch up in a minute. So I've taken the top panels off, and not only does it have 2 layers of Kingspan, so it's got 50mm insulation up there, and the thing's going over. There's no Reflectix, so I'll have to cover some of the bare metal with the Reflectix, and no sound deadening, which is as we thought, because John obviously went round and knocked on all the panels. So I'm just going to do Mandy style. So I'm going to take the top bits off because they don't interfere with this, because you see the joins there. So I'm going to do as I'm going along. So I'll do the top bits, and then I'm going to put the top bits back on. I've just got everything laid out on the floor there, so I know where it goes. I know what I'm like. So then I'll put the kill mat up there, and then put everything back together, and then do the next one down. I am numbering up these boards. So this is driver's side, and it has to go on first because the overlap. So then it's this one, then D2, and then D3. So I know that I can do that on the other side as well. I just will get, my head will get in such a thing. John will just come in and do it like a jigsaw puzzle. But I don't want John to come in and do it like a jigsaw puzzle. I'll do it myself. So yeah, it's looking, see, I've got the, I put the kill mat in there, and then John comes on to check, and he's just like, you've got to stick it, you know. And I'm like, I know. It's like they knew I was coming, isn't it? Let's make it Mandy proof, so it's easy. As long as you remember the right order the boards come off in, and get them back on again. Cool. Now, ceiling time. This is panel 1. That is panel 2. That is panel 3, and that is panel 4. I have numbered panel 4. Glue this side, drivers and passengers, so I know the orientation that needs to go back up and which side I've got to fix it on. So that is Mandy proofing Mandy. Right, got the kill mat up here. So now, got to make sure it's stuck down properly. Rolling pin, we haven't got a roller, and my fingers, I have got achy arthritic fingers, so I've got to use this. So my back, it's going to be fit for nothing. So we're filling in all the little gaps with the recycled bottle. There's a big void there. There's some lovely conduit which we might be able to do later. Thankfully these panels come off really easily, so if we do need to run, I know we need to run some cables, obviously. So we'll get them done either side this room to be able to pass the cables through, which is really good, and we can sort that out John's just in with somebody at the moment, so hopefully he'll come out and just say, here's some cable, chuck it there or whatever, so I can get it done. Right, got all of the thingies on there. I was going to put these bits on because the ceiling bits go over the top of those little coving bits, but it's a two-man job, so I need to get John for that, and I have run out of time for now. I finish at 5, so I can come back in and just get the little bits on, and then we need to get the rest of the ceiling stuff, the kingspan and the boarding, in the lockup so we can go out tomorrow, because tomorrow we've got a bit of a shopping day. We're going to Magnum Motorhomes and we are going to IKEA, so I shall be having some fun. Yeah, very, very good day so far. Just feels like all I've been doing is sticking stuff to stuff, but it needed to be done. That'll do. And because it needs to cure, because we're going to be hanging a lot from it and it's cold, so I've got to give that like 24 hours now before I can start screwing things into it, which is fine because Bumble's going tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to pack and get ready for Bumble going, and then I can come back in here and start from the middle too and work my way back. Not that I can actually do this one yet or the front one because we've got holes to cut in the ceiling. One bit at a time, eh? So that's me packing up Bumble for the night. Thank you very much for coming along with me and watching me insulate the van. There'll be a little bit more of this, but I won't cover it too much. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.